the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Young from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Okay, 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 55 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Drill, 52. Blaster.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ready,
2nd and a couple.
5, 97. Cut.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Young off the bootleg. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3 inches. They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mooney, the motion man right. Fields now to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of the receiver. His first catch in this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready.
A first down throw for Young. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Cycle.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
Set, ready.
They go play action. Young. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Striker, 3-3. Chop, 17.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. A play fake, now Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young, they'll set up the screen for Gibson. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Hut.
Off the play fake, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Sanders again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The 17-yard line.
Come on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Trouble, 38.
Young off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Slash, red. Red, yellow. Red.
Young to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to throw his way in for a Panther score. Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off play action, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. The Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just a takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Third and 2, Fields. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, Bears.
Throwing again is Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Fields changing the play. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Hey, Ken.
In motion, the tight end.
Matter.
To the air again, Fields. A full left side taken in by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Chicago.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, Ken. Say hi.
Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he converts and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Panthers 35, Bears 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bears 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Sherman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. Handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready?
Now Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
Okay,
the medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Young on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Slide to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Yep.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Pollard again. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. So no gain on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Man in motion left, that's Collins.
That's right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's Young off play action.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Sherman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Young. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle. He gets it to Collins.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Fields going to change things up here. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Panthers 38, Bears 14. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting pretty good. Give him 19.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 2nd down, Young. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Shifts by him, and he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Sherman. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Fields.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on, set.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.